Howdy, everybody. We're here for day 20 of Advent of Code 2016. I'm definitely hoping today won't be as bad as the other days. But a nice graph algorithm where I probably know the solution and not a math one or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, definitely I found a few days that I've marked that we'll go over in the recap. I also don't know what the schedule will be like. There's an event starting in November, and then there's Advent of Code in December. So I may do those ones on the day they're released, just depending on how hard or crazy the puzzles are. Anyway, we'll see where this goes. So I don't know. We're starting to get to the point where I don't know which ones you'll see and which ones you won't see until later in the year. But I'm still I'm recording one every day, and then publishing it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So with that, let's just move on. Firewall rules. You'd like to set up a small hidden computer here so you can use it to get back into the network later. However, the corporate firewall only allows communication with certain external IP addresses. You've retrieved the list of blocked IPs from the firewall, but the list seems to be messy and poorly maintained. It's not clear which IP lists are allowed. Also, rather than being in dot decimal notation, they're written as plain 32-bit integers, which can have a value from 0 to was it like 4 trillion or whatever, 100,000 or billion, 4 billion, I mean. Yeah, okay. For example, suppose only the values 0 through 9 are valid, and that you retrieve the following blacklist: 5 to 8, 0 to 2, 4 to 7. The blacklist specifies ranges of IPs that are not allowed. Then the only IPs that are allowed in this one are 3 and 9, since those are the only two numbers not in the range. So if we're going from 0 to 9, like 0 to 2, and then 4 to 8, because 4 to 7 and 5 to 8 overlap. Given the list of blocked IPs you retrieve from the firewall, your puzzle input, what is the lowest valued IP that is not blocked? And it looks like this. A bunch of numbers. What is the chance it's 0? Is there a 0 in here somewhere? I didn't see one. It's very unlikely. There's probably a range in here that's 0 though, so. Okay, I mean, what do you do? Just sort them by their start range? So if we sort them by their start range, and then like if there's ever a gap between like this one and this one, then you know that it's this one plus 1, I think. Like that's what it seems to be. Because you imagine like the ranges, some of them will overlap. Like if you're going through 4 to 7, 7 won't be less than 5. So you'll want to move on to the next one. And then you go to here and you just kind of keep doing that until you've gone through all the ranges, I think. So we want to return a vec of, what are they? U32s. So we'll do input lines dot map L L dot split once by dashes. That's what it was, right? Yeah. that. Collect. Something like that. Somehow that worked the first time. That doesn't always happen, so that feels a little good. I am going to sort them, so maybe I ought to do like this and have them already sorted. I guess I don't know what part 2 will need, but it doesn't hurt to sort them once, because I know I'll need to sort them. So how does this work? I think I just sort by, right, and return the. Oh no, sort by gives me the thing, but if I do sort by key, like that, it will do the sort for me, I think. So now I just want to do Windows. So I can do input dot iter dot window tuple windows of 2, and I want to find where the left dot 1 is less than the right dot 0 dot unwrap. And then I think it's left, right, and then it would be left dot 1 plus 1 unwrap. So really just that. Oh, this is going to be a U32. Is it that? First time every time? No. Okay, let's look. What are we missing? Okay, let's think about it this way. So where this one is less than this one, that's false. I think it where it fails is probably the inner ones. So I may have to do a merge. Like the issue I think I have is like not this particular one, but the test case would be like, say there was a 6-7 or whatever. It would, we would be comparing 5-8 with 6-7. That wouldn't work. Oh, I really just need to track the max of the two values. So maybe I ought to not just do it this way. I try to do it in like a one-liner, but I can say let max equal 0, and I can say like for cur equal input 0, for next in input dot iter dot skip 1. We want to say it may be easier to merge. Like what I'm thinking here is we say I actually don't have to do this. I'm going to say for cur, and I can say if cur dot 0. No, I do think I need to let prev equals cur 0, because I still want to do Windows, but I want to say like if prev dot 1 is less than cur dot 0, return prev dot 1 plus 1, like that. But if not, I want to say prev equal cur, and then I want to say if prev dot, or I could just say prev dot 1, like its max is equal to prev dot 1 dot max of max. And then max equals prev dot 1. Isn't that what I just submitted? Okay, so that's still not working. Like what I'm thinking is like if I'm ever on the inside, so I maybe do have to merge them. Okay, should I merge them up here? Well, I can. After I merge them, I should be able to go back to this, right? So I'll do that. So how do I merge? I say if per dot 1 is greater than, sorry, let's call this prev. So if prev.1 is greater than per.0, I should do equal as well, right? Then we want to, we know we're just appending to the thing. So it's like prev.1.max, or prev.1 is equal to prev.1.max of, no, how does this work? If cur1 is greater than or equal, so I have a current thing. If my previous boundary is contains I have to think about this for a second. I don't know why it's not coming to me. It's late. Does that count? If we've so like imagine the case where one complete, well, they're sorted by the short end, right? They are sorted, aren't they? I do that. Use input. Value of type vec cannot be built from. Oh, it's not U sizes. It's U32. U32. Is that the issue? Okay. It does look like it's sorted. Okay, so what I want to do then is so thinking about like what we have over here, right? I want to ask myself, like, should I extend this thing? And I should definitely extend it if this number is in here or equal to this one. So that's what I'm doing here. So if this number, I should do this number right here. So I should say if cur.0 less than or equal to prev.1. Then my new prep, so I know that this number is already in there. So then the question is like this number in there as well. So it would be cur.1.max prev.1, right? If it's not, if it's greater, if it's outside, then I want to push, right? So I do merge dot push or yeah, push what prev, and then I want to equals prev. Oh no, prev equals cur. That was helpful. Still the same answer. Did I like not copy and paste it correctly? Too low. I do need to do one last insert here where I say prev, no, merge.insert or push prev. Oh, merged. Oh man. Oh man. It's still the same number though. What the? 591078. Okay, so let's do the print line again. Learn my lesson. I should probably just be doing that. 591078. So it's the first one. So I have this pair. Okay, maybe we should find out what the first sorted is as well. Five nine one zero seven seven to 5910778. So this does work. And then we get this new range. So what I'm comparing are these two right here. I think, am I doing this wrong? So I take my input, I do tuple windows of 2. I have my left and my right. And I say find where my left one oh, there's a gap of exactly 1. So how do should I just it's my where my right dot 0 is greater than -1 is greater than left dot 1. Presumably I should find 4793563 4793565. Okay, so this one I feel more secure about. Basically I need to make sure there was a gap. It wasn't less than, it was, I need to make sure there was a gap. There we go. Part 1. How many IPs are allowed by the blacklist? Okay, well, I have them all merged. So it's just the difference of the two values. Is that right? So I basically just do the same thing here. But instead of a find, I'm going to do right dot 0 minus left dot 1. Do a sum. I know I have a 0th value, but I do need to do the last one. So it's plus U32 max minus like that. Cannot infer the type. Oh, okay. Is that right? Do you think? No, it's too high. Wow. Okay, what am I missing? It's definitely the differences. God, I can't do that. Okay, I still have a lot of them. I know the first gap, though, doesn't occur until... Oh, the difference between this and this is 1. So I gotta do it. I was off by 1 error. -1. There we go. Okay, today wasn't nearly as hard as yesterday. I just had to deal with my own ineptitudes and not my complete lack of knowledge in the maths. Yeah, so what do? We first of all we sort them and then we merge them, right? And the way to merge it is to think about like if my current one is inside my previous one, then I just need to like swallow it up. But I need to make sure that I update the new end, because they could, like, say the 2 blocks are like this. They could be like this, and then I just extend them. They could be like this, and then I just need to do the equivalent of the start and the end of each side. But like, I don't know how to do this properly. Like, it's, say it's in the middle, right? Like it's in this middle thing. I actually don't end up updating either of them. My prev stays the same, so I need to track that. Otherwise, if that's not the case, then I know I have a new thing, and so I do this over. And so that merge thing is probably helpful. But then once you have them merged, you just have to remember to not have your off by 1 errors. In P1, you want to find a gap of greater than 1. So that's what this does. And in P2, you want to find all the gaps. So you just map them to their differences, but -1, right? Because if the gap is 1, then there is no gap. That's what was tricking me. It's not the difference of the 2 numbers, it's the distance between the 2 numbers. Right? I guess I don't know how to say that, if that makes sense. I don't think that made sense the way I said it, but anyway. Optimizations. I don't think so. They both solve really fast. This one, I'm just finding the first thing. These things really help the tuple windows, because you see, like, when I'm not doing a tuple window, I have to do like this thing. So I could turn this into like a scan. No. For each, or a fold, I guess, where you're like updating, you're folding and you're updating the accumulator, which is this merge thing at this point right here. But then otherwise you're just like increasing your curve value or whatever. Oh, you'd actually have to keep both of these. So you would want to use a scan, I think. Yeah. No, it wouldn't be a scan. I'd have to think about that. I think it's still a fold. You just have to track your prev and your merged in your accumulator. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. I'll submit this as is. Thanks everybody. Much better day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.